Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and we are back with more members of the 118th Congress. Today, we are looking at Representative Timothy M. Kennedy, who is the representative for the 26th District of New York. He is a Democrat, and before he took office, he was preceded in office by Brian Higgins. Now, let's go ahead and look at who he is as an individual. He was born in Buffalo, New York on October 1976. Graduated from St. Joseph's Collegiate Institute in Buffalo, New York. Earned a Bachelor of Science from DeUville College in Buffalo, New York in 1999. Earned an MS from DeUville College in Buffalo, New York in 1999. Was an occupational therapist, member of the Erie County, New York Legislature 2004 to 2010, member of the New York State Senate 2011 to 2024, before being elected as a Democrat to the 118th Congress by special election to fill the vacancy caused by the resignation of U.S. Representative Brian Higgins. Now, I'm supposing he'll stay in office. They don't show a successor, so he must have won his election. Now let's go ahead and look at the committees he is on. He's on the Committee on Homeland Security, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Emergency Management and Technology, and the Subcommittee on Transportation and Maritime Security. He's on the Committee on Veterans Affairs, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Oversight and Investigations, and the Subcommittee on Technology Modernization. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 industry donors over his career. At the top, real estate. And they have donated $286,258. Next is lawyers and law firms, who have donated $153,970. Next is health professionals, who have donated $102,936. Next is securities and investment, who have donated $97,887. And fifth is building trade unions, who have donated $82,600. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 individual donors and contributors over his career. At the top, number 1, we have AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, and they are a pro-Israel lobbying group that advocates policies to the legislative and executive branches of the United States. It is one of several pro-lobbying organizations in the country and has been called one of the most powerful such lobbying groups. It was founded in 1954 by Isaiah L. Kennan, a lobbyist for the Israeli government, partly to counter negative international reactions to Israel's Kibbutz massacre of Palestinian villagers in that year. AIPAC only became a powerful organization during its peak influence of the 1980s. In 2002, AIPAC expressed intent to lobby Congress to authorize use of force in Iraq, and in 2003, the Iraq War was defended at AIPAC events. In 2005, a Pentagon analyst pled guilty to espionage charges of passing U.S. government secrets to senior AIPAC officials in what became known as the AIPAC espionage scandal. Before 2021, well, until 2021, AIPAC did not raise its own funds for political candidates itself, uh, but its members raised money for candidates through PACs unaffiliated with AIPAC and by other means. In late 2021, AIPAC formed its own PAC and also announced plans for a super PAC which can spend money on behalf of candidates. Its critics stated it is an agent of the Israeli government and with a stranglehold on U.S. Congress with its power and influence, and it also has been accused of strongly being allied with the Likud Party of Israel and the Republican Party of the U.S. AIPAC spokesman calls it malicious, but it is nothing but facts. Altogether, they have donated $39,750, and once again, that's AIPAC. Next, at number 2, we have RXR Realty. And they are a vertically integrated real estate and infrastructure owner and investor, operator, and developer headquartered in New York City. The firm's portfolio of commercial, residential, multifamily, infrastructure, and logistics projects include 91 commercial real estate properties and investments held across the country as of 2023. RXR is a privately held company that employs around 450 professionals with experience in operations, real estate development, construction, investment, and asset management. They were founded in 2007, and altogether they have donated $33,100. And once again, that's RXR Realty. Next, at number 3, we have Delaware North Companies. And they are an American multinational food service and hospitality company headquartered in Buffalo, New York. The company also operates in the lodging, sporting, airport, gambling, and entertainment industries and employs over 55,000 people worldwide and has over $3.2 billion in annual revenue. It was founded in 1915, and altogether it has donated $30,300. And once again, that's Delaware North Companies. Next, at number 4, we have, it just says 7th Amendment. I looked, and I could not see anything for company. I looked 7th Amendment companies. Were there any companies or organizations named 7th Amendment? And it's just nothing like that coming up. It keeps pulling up the constitutional amendment, so that's what I've got. And that amendment just codifies the right of a jury trial in certain civil cases and inhibits courts from overturning a jury's findings of fact. So it protects the actual individual in the court. The full text reads, in suits of common law where the value in controversies shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court in the U.S. than according to the rules of the common law. I think that's also where they get the idea of not being put in double jeopardy, because you can't be sued or tried for the same thing twice. I'm trying to see if they mention that anywhere. I'm pretty sure it's in this amendment, though. Anyway, Altogether, they have donated $33,100, and once again, that's Seventh Amendment. Finally, in fifth, we have Scott's Miracle-Gro, and they are an American multinational corporation headquartered in Marysville, Ohio, where O.M. Scott began selling his seed in 1868. The company manufactures and sells consumer lawn, garden, and pest control products, as well as soilless indoor gardening equipment. In the U.S., the company manufactures Scott's, Miracle-Gro, and Ortho brands. It also markets and distributes the herbicide Roundup in the U.S. and several international markets, including China. Altogether, it has donated $21,500, and once again, that's Scott's Miracle-Gro. Now let's look at the donors at a glance. Industry-wise, real estate, lawyers and law firms, health professionals, okay. Securities and investment, ooh. Building trade unions, absolutely wonderful. Bit of a mixed bag there. Some horrible, but some not bad or actually is great. Individually, APAC, boo, suck. RXR Realty, Delaware North Companies, okay. Seventh Amendment, only because I don't think amendments can donate. This has got to be some organization or group. So, Scott's Miracle-Gro, okay. Again, a bit of a mixed bag there. Anyway, this has been a look at Representative Timothy Kennedy, who is the representative for the 26th District of New York. As always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting my links and sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.